Good day, wrestling enjoyers. I hope you're doing alright. So it's time for the 48-hour analysis. Yes, just 2 days ago, all of these skins rotated into Rustor, and basically in this video, we're going to look at their progress based on sales and try and figure out, are these skins still holding up to being a perfectly fine investment, or are there any potential problems you need to be aware of? So sit back and relax. I'm going to start yapping. Right, let's just throw this out here real quickly. I am well aware that not a lot of people liked these skins that much. I am well aware that a lot of people weren't exactly super enthusiastic for this Rustor, and it shows. With the first 24 hours of sales, which of course is something I do every single week, I'll take a screenshot from SCM.app, tweet it out, and then we can make comparisons to previous weeks. Well, the top selling skin was the Hunter Custom SMG, and it only did 5,938 subscribers. It couldn't even crack 6,000. And if we were to make some comparisons to the previous weeks, yeah, we did have neon small boxes. Let's just kind of put that aside because it's obvious that was like selling ridiculously. But then we've got likes of the Colin de Booney hat, Sushi Sheep Metal Door, Quarantine Garage Door. They all sold more than the likes of the Hunter Custom SMG. And if I were to go back another week, yeah, another neon small box, go away. Tempered Sheet Metal Double Door, MK Ultra MP5, Juggernaut Sheet Metal Door, and even the Eyesight Tools. All of those skins also sold more compared to the likes of that Hunter Custom SMG. This is definitely going to be a tame week, and we are expecting all of these skins to not really sell that much. Now, in theory, if something doesn't really sell that much and there's not that much of it in circulation, if potentially in the future there were to be some sort of spike in demand, spike in price, well, there's only so much of that to go around, all the better for it to rise up in price. Could that potentially affect any of these skins here? Well, that's what we'll have to try and figure out and discuss. So, hopping over to here, we're now looking at the first 48 hours of sales. Now, this is actually like a couple hours since 48 hours, but it doesn't really matter that much. They are selling hardly anything, alright? So, this whole Rustor, it's definitely going to be a situation where it's like, maybe we're just going to stick with doing buy orders. Now, of course, on Wednesday night, we'll be discussing prices, and we'll, of course, do those abnormal buy orders. If you aren't fully well aware, every single skin here, except the tools, are abnormal. So, on Wednesday night, look in the description of the likes of my video here, yeah, you'll see links to all my socials. Consider joining me on my Twitch stream. We'll be discussing how much we want to offer for all of them. We'll build up all the context. Maybe over the course of this weekend we might potentially see some sort of collection continuation that might give some of these skins a bit of a boost in demand, boost in price. We shall see. So yeah, consider joining us. We'll try our best to try and make some sort of profit out of this. Okay, so now I'm actually going through all the skins and we're going to discuss what's likely going to happen with the likes of these skins. Are they actually going to be profitable in the future? Right then, starting off with the likes of the Hunter Custom SMG, this hasn't even cracked 9,000 subscribers after the second day. That's a bit ridiculous. Now, we have to bring up the whole situation in regards to Hunter weapon skins in recent times. All the skins from the further past, like you might realise a lot of these skins came out before the offline TV era. Well, they all graciously rose up in price during that period of time. All the more recent ones that came out within the past 3 years, they haven't performed as well. Now, some of these have actually done a pretty good job going back up into the positive, but they don't really stay there that much. Whereas these, they're always in the positive, usually. So, we've had the likes of the Hunter bolt-action rifle, the bow, the double-barrel shotgun, the M249, but unfortunately, they all went down in price, and they usually stick to that sort of point. And yes, as we approach the likes of September, October, November, it's expected that they'll drop down even further, drop down pretty hard. You might even see the Thompson go down pretty badly as well. Now, the custom SMG. Gun demand. How often are you even using a custom SMG? Yeah, how high is it on the totem pole? How good is the gun demand itself? Because if there's no demand to use the weapon itself that much, where's the demand for skins? And of course, by simply looking at all the custom SMG skins that we saw come out so far this year, it's not too hard to notice that it doesn't appear to be used that much. Oh dear. And all of these are skins from somewhat notable collections. Chameleon, Bandana, Thundergold, Black Diamond. Sweet Dreams, you're not really a collections, to be honest, so I'm just going to kind of put you aside, but yeah. Down 43, down 31, down 26, down 24. Oh dear. So do you honestly think that's going to be doing any better? Don't think so. Now again, how much did these sell? So 16,000 subscribers, 7,000 subscribers, 7,400 subscribers, 10,000 subscribers, 8,000 subscribers. Well, to be honest with you, that's actually sold quite a lot compared to the rest of these. But normally, right, these skins that you see here were probably one of the lowest selling skins during that week, or if, you know, potentially the lowest skin of that week. But this here is the highest selling skin of the week. So that's a bit awkward. Now, the estimate of how much will this likely reach up to by the end, you know, by Thursday, I honestly think it's going to probably only just about maybe reach 15, 16,000 subscribers. And for a top selling skin of the week, that's really low, especially compared to what we've had in like the recent past. But then again, you know, neon storages, kind of muddles things up a bit. But some of these other skins here, you know, they've got like almost 20,000 and whatnot. So we have been doing pretty good with our sales as of recent. But to see the top selling skin only doing that much, I mean, hey, we needed a bit of a breather, I guess. Fair enough, that's fine then. So yeah, it probably won't be selling too much, but compared to all those other custom SMGs, it is quite a lot more. Now, I've got to be honest with you, I really do think I am just going to stick with doing a barter on that. But I don't expect it to dramatically drop down and go to absolutely nothing. No, you know, worst case scenario, we could do 60 cents to 80 cents. But I do believe that I'll perform a little bit better. I do believe we'll probably be at least offering at least just over $1 to a certain point. But don't assume it's going to be mega money. Don't assume it's going to be mega profit. It's going to probably be some profit, and you just have to be happy with that. So looking at the state of that as of now, it ain't a pretty sight, to be honest. Welcome to this week's Rust Store, basically. So sales, even though it looks like it's hardly anything, it's still quite a lot compared to other custom SMGs. So we'll see how that turns out. It's not looking pretty, basically. So we'll leave that to Wednesday and we'll discuss it more. Let's move on to the next skin, Nuke Room Double Door. So just to quickly get the point across, this was actually supposed to be a military skin, a military collection skin. You know how in the past Robstars produced a whole bunch of modern military and military collection skins and whatnot, got all the core pieces and whatnot. This was supposed to be part of that set. But Facepunch decided to change the name. Don't know why. It's called literally the Modern Military Double Door right here. And if you can remember, not too long ago, we did have the likes of that single sheet metal door being accepted, which also glowed in the dark. It literally is one half of what we see with the likes of the double door. But no, they changed the name of it. So it's technically not part of the actual collection. Awkward, I know. And of course, it's another sheet metal double door. I am not surprised to see this is selling hardly anything, considering that we've had how many sheet metal double doors accepted so far this year? This is the 10th. Yep. Now, I know a few people are starting to sell theirs for prices lower than their Rust Store prices. That was just a bit of a initial reaction. It has cooled down a bit, but yeah, don't expect these skins to be reaching new all-time high prices anytime soon. We keep seeing more and more and more of these, and we are now in the position of, this is starting to look a bit worrisome. Now, for this particular door, I'll be honest with you, if it sells hardly anything, maybe things could work out very nicely for it in the future. Sheet metal double doors, by default, are expected to still rise up in price ever so nicely. We don't have tons of them. And the trend has been that when times are good, all of these work out ever so nicely, in the positive. As of now, the worst performing one right here, it's evens. That's it, it's evens. So, again, looking at this, is this likely going to go below its Rust Store price? I kind of still fully expect it, but with a smart buy order price, we can still walk away with a lovely bit of profit, but I don't expect it to be selling that much. But if we keep seeing more and more and more of these double doors, and again, I wouldn't be surprised if we do keep seeing more of them, it's going to probably have some struggles because there's going to be far too many other skins to compare to, and people would probably rather have this or that one compared to, of course, this one right here. And it's not part of a collection, technically speaking, so that's annoying. Maybe Robstar tries and turns this into a brand new deployable collection, even though it looks exactly like the military sheet metal door, single door. I don't know what's going to go on here. It's in a bit of a weird spot. Looking at that, looking at the current sales, my expectation is it's going to probably do between 13 to 15,000 subscribers, which isn't that much. And we have seen a lot of sheet metal double doors, I keep saying that too quickly. They have sold not that much in the past. Well, that one did. That one didn't. And then over to here, that one didn't sell that too much. Yep. And these all worked out perfectly fine. But, you know, this is look at them like 2 years later. So it's up to you how you go about it. In the long term, could that still work out perfectly fine? I wouldn't be surprised. But if the sheet metal double doors do become a common sight, you know, maybe like 20 accepted every year, I think that wouldn't really work out very well for the likes of this. But a smart buy order, yeah, that's how we're going to go about it. So 13 to 15,000 subscribers, and, well, yeah, a decent buy order price. I don't expect it to go but I do expect it to reach to a certain point. So maybe it would probably be like a $1.50 buy order. That'd be for us to discuss on Wednesday night. Then, of course, Thursday. Okay, cool. So that's fine. Let's move on to the next skin. Now, sheet metal doors, single sheet metal doors. Sorry. Single sheet metal doors. I don't really have a lot of faith in them. Take a quick look at all the ones that came out so far this year. We've been through this routine how many times already this year so far? Yeah, get a good look at that. Sushi's still holding up quite right. That's nice to see. But all the others, no. Even ones that are part of collections that did end up getting a whole bunch of deplorable skins accepted. Yeah, it's just not looking very pretty. Now, you might sit there and say, but what if the Fiend collection turns into a collection, you know? We did see the likes of a garage door being submitted in the past. Will that be resubmitted? Will another door, appear? We don't fully know yet, but if it were to happen, I wouldn't be surprised if it stops at 2 or 3 skins, along with the many other deplorable collections that stopped with 2 or 3 skins so far this year. Yeah, that's been quite a problem. Anyway, the Fiend Metal Door. I will not be surprised in the slightest if it goes down by half its price. I'm sorry to say. Again, look at all these other sheet metal door skins that we've had so far this year. Yes, it glows. Yes, it looks quite cool. But a lot of skins so far this year look cool when it glowed at night and whatnot, and had an awesome looking design. But it still went down in price. There's far too many skins to compare to, and it's a growing problem. I'm sorry to say. So I don't have a lot of faith in this. Down 45, down 26, down 61. Down 49, down 41, down 43, down 29, that one especially. Down 30, holiday theme skin, down 34, down 56, down 51, down 23. It's not looking very pretty, I know. So, at best, I'll probably do a buy order up to $1, but even then, I still worry that I'll go below $1. During the likes of the Autumn Fall seasonal dip, I have to remind you, with all the sheet metal doors last year, so many of them went below $1, and some of them didn't even really recover that well. So if I quickly go take a look at all of them, let's go see. I mean, you're a holiday theme skin. You are a Halloween skin. Wow, you never even went back up to $1 this year, did you? Dystopian, 73 cents, 99 cents, 99 cents, $1. Oh, look, there's the modern military sheet metal door. These all sold for $2.49. Now look at them. So yeah, don't look at it in terms of, could I potentially make a quick flip profit? Nah. Could I potentially make a long-term profit? Nah. So, I know. Sorry about that, but it is what it is. Right, current subscriber count and expectations. I think it's going to do 12 to 13,000 subscribers. Right, moving on. Bone armor, bandana, and poncho. Now, it helps that they're not selling that much. Will we see continuations? Did anybody ask, hey, are you going to make a continuation, a primitive set? And, yeah, someone's aware of that. I pointed out in my Rust or rotation video. And what about here? No one actually asked, hey, are you going to produce a continuation? So, okay, shrug. We don't fully know. I would expect it to happen eventually. Burlap clothing, hide clothing, we'll see. The transparency on the poncho does look very cool. Not so much on the bandana. As I said, the bottom bits of the bones do kind of like bend, curve. Consider watching the Rust rotation video to get a good look at it. Just go in the description, scroll down, skip to the chapter I talk about the bone armor. You'll see it for yourself. I'm not sure if that's going to dissuade a lot of people. It probably will. So, yeah, regardless, if we were to see continuations being produced and accepted, yes, there'll still be a spike in demand, spike in price, and that's very nice. But I doubt it. We get so many bandanas and ponchos accepted these years now. So just to give you some context, we've had a lot of ponchos this year, including the Twitch drop, and then when you look at all the bandanas, these used to be kind of rare. Now not so much. We've already matched up in total halfway through this year to the amount that we received last year. So they're becoming a much more common sight. And with that, you might notice not many of them are doing very well in terms of their prices. Down 25, down 45, down 24, down 28. Not good. So, looking at the state of both of these, I'm just not that enthusiastic. The sales so far with the bandana, I think that's going to probably reach up to 12,000 subscribers. With the likes of the poncho, probably around maybe 9 or 10,000 subscribers. I don't expect much. I would like to see continuations, but how many primitive sets have we seen chasing after trying to get new skins produced and accepted, and they never were accepted? Skullkiller's a perfect shout. There's also the likes of some of the skins from the Curse collection. There was also Crabbo. Crabbo did produce more. They weren't accepted, so it ain't looking pretty, I'm saying. So we can try and do a good barter on these on Wednesday night, but I don't think it'll amount to much, so we'll leave it at that. Moving on to the likes of the wooden base box. Now, just to quickly remind you, this is actually supposed to be part of the base box collection, and I hope that they will appear. Good, there we are, perfect. on this website, unfortunately, it's not like properly linked. It went a bit awry. Anyway, with the appearance of this, these actually did bounce up a little bit, which was nice to see, but they're expected to go back down again. So at their lowest, they're down like 40% each. Basically, from $2.49, they went down to like $1.70, $1.80. It's very likely to happen all over again. This one over here, the wooden base box, at the current rate it's selling, it looks like it's only going to do about, 10 to 12,000 sales, which would be a little bit less compared to the rest of these. But are people actively wanting to collect all of them? Because in theory, if that were to be the case, wouldn't these be doing a lot better right now? Doesn't look like it. So we've got a full set technically right now. Is that going to work out right for it in the future? Or are they all going to be competing with each other for your love? That's one of the main things I was discussing as these were being accepted throughout this year. I mean, I still stand by that point. All of them are small boxes. You probably only really need one. Are you going to really go through all the effort to change them and make sure you have a full set out? Probably not. So maybe only one of them works out very well and all the rest just not so much. Or they all suffer. And that's exactly what happened so far. They all suffered. You, very likely, will be selling the least out of all of them, but even then, I wouldn't be surprised if you still go down in price. And of course, when you look at all the other small boxes we've received over the past few years, take a look at all of that. Small boxes are okay at the moment, but after that, no, yes, no, yes, that's manipulated, no, yes, no. There's a lot of no's, I know. Yeah, that doesn't look like it's going to retain its value, unfortunately. That's the expectation. Will we see more of this set? Will we get large boxes or something? I don't know what to expect from the likes of Mr. 38, or that's Alloy. But, yeah, I guess we will. Now, he has dabbled into the likes of producing skins, building skin themes. So his recent base box was actually a Brutalist box. Will we see the likes of Frontier? Will we see the likes of Cargo? Shipping container, you idiot. Sorry. We'll see. So, as of now, I will be just sticking with just a buy order. We'll leave that for now. Prototype 7164. Quickly take a look at all the other skins that are part of this collection. Down 61, down 35. Not a good start. Take a look at all the Thompson skins that we've received so far this year. Down 4, down 16, down 26, down 26. Oh dear. Yes, we had this somewhat recently, but not everybody who bought it currently has the ability to sell it, so we can't really count it. Look at all the skins that came out the previous year. Some of them are doing alright, but not all of them. The majority are still in the negative. So looking at this, by default, looking at it, giving it a good, honest opinion, I don't think people are going to be going super wild for it. I'm sorry to say. Yellow aim sight should be good for most environments, except the desert. Now, I was hoping to see more from this set, and 19J and 34633 were trying. There was a tier 3 set that was produced. Maybe that gets resubmitted. Maybe we'll see the likes of bolt action rifle getting resubmitted and accepted. Who knows? But this was definitely a random pick, because the Thompson was actually submitted back in April. And it was accepted for this Rustor. I don't know what's going on there. It was very weird. It was very strange. Will we see more of it? I do not know. Mr. 19J and 34633 have been trying to produce a new Toy Commander set. So I think we'll probably see something else. Actually, did you submit this weekend? Oh, you did? Oh, cool. Oh, right. Awesome. Right. There you go. We do have a new skin. It's the bolt action rifle. Sorry, I didn't realise that. Sorry about that, 19J. Well, at the very least, we have that to potentially look forward to. But again, weapon-only collection, we already saw the skins in here. It isn't holding up very well. How low could it potentially go? It'll probably go down by half. $1.20-ish? Yeah. So that would very likely just be us sticking with a buy order. And by figuring out how low will it go, that'll probably be around October time. Alright? So be aware of that. Yes, auto fall seasonal dip, but it's October. October is usually the point where it doesn't go any lower. And from then on, it just rises in price gradually towards the likes of post-Christmas, January 2025. So yeah. Prototype 7164 Thompson, you're a cool design, but I don't think everybody will appreciate you. And unfortunately, yeah, you're going to go down in price. So, I'm sorry to say. What will your maximum total sales probably be? It'll probably barely reach around 10,000 subscribers. Awkward. Yeah, I know. So let's move on to the likes of Ice Eye Rock. And I'll be honest with you, the sheer lack of sales has actually got me more interested in this. It's a cool looking rock. It doesn't glow or anything. And on the horizon, potentially, there will be more of this collection. I'm still personally hoping for the likes of a jackhammer, because I think that would look really cool. But Zinc and Gunya, they're kind of juggling collections at the moment. I'm under the impression we're going to see some more Neanderthal clothing this weekend. So Ice Eye Tools might be taking a bit of a break for a while. But looking specifically at the rock, with the sheer lack of sales, because we're only at 5,800 subscribers rounded up, I'm looking at that and I'm thinking it's going to probably do it. Talk slower. I'm looking at it and I think it's only going to do around 10,000 subscribers. And that ain't much, especially with the, recent times. So if we go look at all the rocks that came out so far this year, we don't have that many. But we can see Volcanic Rock did 18,360 subscribers, Blackberry did 10,221, Polished Obsidian did 21,000, a lot of the rocks last year, 16,000, 15,000, 35,000, 32,000, 18, 19,000, 23, 24,000. I rounded up all of that, but you get the idea. Not many of them sell hardly any, alright? We've only had the likes of the Blackberry Rock. Now, for a period of time, that was actually in the positive. It was evens. But recently, it started to dip back a fair bit. This right here, this looks like it's going to be part of a bigger collection, because I do expect more from this. I'd like to see deplorables and whatnot. I don't expect it to be selling that much. I can see it working out quite nicely. Now, I made this joke about how all the ice-themed rocks work out very nicely. I'll point it out again, but it's not something I'm serious about. You've got North Rock right there at $3.80, and then you've got Shard of Ice at $43. So I don't think we'll get up to those prices, but looking at that, it does look cool. I really do think that actually might be the thing I'm going to focus when I do my bilders on Wednesday, because that's also abnormal. Only 10,000 subs. There's not many of you in circulation, and I'm pretty sure give it a while, people will be wanting that and appreciating that as time goes on. So we shall see. At least it's not like a pet, like it doesn't like meow at you or something. Although I would like that cat rock we never got from Mr. Kicker. Right, so that's looking a lot more optimistic now. And then I look at the tools, and I still stand by my point with the tools. People just don't really care that much for them, I'm afraid. So when you look at all the hatchets, how many of them are in the positive, that's not being manipulated. Well, I'll sit here and tell you only Pixel hatchet, but that's all for 99 cents. It's a little bit not really true to itself. Basically, all of these hatchets usually go down to around $1. Now, Ice Eye, with the rock being accepted recently, he's kind of sitting around $1.50. You're performing a little bit better, but you still went down in price. And it was pretty quick. Got to point that out. Pretty quick. So this is $1.07, $1.09, $1.06, $1.04, $1.39, $1, $1.16. Wasteland hatchets being manipulated. And then you see all of these as well. Do you honestly believe Wartech Tools stand out super insanely compared to all the rest? Not to sound mean or anything. I'm just being, truthful. I'm looking at all the others. I don't think it stands out that much. When I look at the likes of Ice Eye Tools, which we had not too long ago, with their bright blue made of ice and whatnot, they kind of stood out, and they still suffered, alright? So, unfortunately, this is very likely going to end up being a 60 cent to 80 cent buy order. But what I will point out is, they are not selling that much at all. With the total subscribers currently sitting just under 4,000 at the moment, I wouldn't be surprised if this barely scratches 7,000 subs by Thursday. In the future, as time goes on, do not be surprised if you potentially see either of these potentially being manipulated, alright? We do see a lot of pickaxes and hatchets get manipulated at some point in the future. It's not something to fully rely upon, but it's definitely something we will want to keep an eye out for, alright? So, it ain't looking pretty. Very likely it will be just sticking with a simple 60 cent to 80 cent buy order. But that'll be for us to discuss. And I'll be honest with you, it might, I don't know. Do you really feel like chasing after that? It's the only two skins this week that are not abnormal. So when the Rust store rotates, are you really going to be going straight to the market to try and buy all of them? That's in your hands. It's up to you. Alright, cool. So we basically covered everything. Just to give you a very quick roundup for what I expect for the likes of total sales potentially by Thursday. I said 16,000 subscribers for the custom SMG. I said 13 to 15,000 subscribers for the double door. Fiend, I think you were, just 12 to 13,000 subscribers. Bone Armor, the Bandana, I thought it was going to do 12,000 subscribers. Poncho, I thought it was going to do 10,000 subscribers. Wooden Base Box, I thought 10 to 12,000 subscribers. Prototype, 10,000 subscribers. Same to Ice High Rock, 10,000 subscribers. And these two, probably around 7,000 subscribers. In total, not that many sales. Very tame week. I honestly wonder what we'll see with next week. I'm still hoping to see the return of Tier 3, Tier 2 armor, some hoodie and pants. Haven't had those in a while, have we? I know we had Chameleon not too long ago, but in terms of Tier 3 armor and hoodie and pants, haven't had that for about 6 weeks. I know, it's badness. So we could quickly take a quick look at like the previous weeks and whatnot. As you can see, with the likes of some of these skins, they've already started to dip down in price. Oh dear, already down by 25, already down by 2. AK, what happened? Oh, the SAR, wow. The SAP's doing alright, the Python's doing okay, these clothing are still doing alright, that's, you know, Thompson's still doing okay. But again, you can't really look at these skins and judge them properly. You've got to wait at least maybe like 2 weeks, then look at it again. So if we were to go to like the previous week, hello, how you doing? Well, that double door's still doing reasonably okay. You know, initially there was a bit of a shock. It did go below its Rust price ever so slightly when we saw the Nuke double door. But it seems to have recovered a little bit. You know, when you actually look at the listings, it's not that much. Go away, third-party stuff. Here you go, yeah. So there's like probably only a few listings all up to here. Then it's 41. Whoa. Yeah, I think that's going to have a bit of a problem. Anyway, Junkernaut, you went down to negative 45. What? Oof, rough. Both of these, unfortunately, have suffered. The Watcher of Doom large box only down by 2%. Chameleon Tier 2, whilst these two pieces have suffered a little bit, that kilt still retaining its value. That's pretty cool. And looking back to the last Rust door of May, I mean, the Volcanic Furnace went down, the Garage Door went down, Black Diamond Thompson slightly went down, that Sweet Dreams Custom SMG went down by 40%, down 35, down 50, 58. Oh, Nocturnal Beast. And then Gold Chains Leather Gloves, yeah, unfortunately you went down. I didn't have a clue how to go about that, but yeah. It's still sitting at around $2. If this is the only leather glove skin we're going to get for a very long time, gradually it will go in the positive. Keep an eye on that one. And then these two, oh dear, down 25 and down 45. Things are not looking very pretty right now, are they? But that's just the way things are. So in the lead up to the likes of July 4th wipe, from then on, I think we will just constantly be just sticking with buy orders. Yet occasionally we'll very likely see some continuations, so make sure you do keep an eye on the likes of the Rust Workshop for all the newer skins that are going to appear. But yeah, unfortunately, it's going to just probably be buy orders from here and now. Yes, potentially we will see some interesting continuations like clothing and armor sets and whatnot, but even then, it gets really bad, alright? You could go back to the past and you can go see when we're going through the likes of these 3 months here, and it was probably just a lot of depression. It was bad, but we knew and we expected it, and that's why I'm making a big fuss that you might want to sell your skins during these summer months whilst there's a lot of people playing, because they're not going to stick around forever, alright? They will disappear during those 3 months. Prices will go down because demand will go down because there's less people. It's not too hard to comprehend. Right, so you've got to keep an eye on those commits. There's a lot of interesting things on the horizon for the likes of the July 4th wipe. Lots of new content being added. Lots of interesting things to get a lot of curious people jumping in. And of course, you know, Steam sale will be kicking off next week. The Steam summer sale, that is. So that's on the horizon. And there's another Twitch event that will be taking place. Oh, what do you mean, Hedge? What's going on? FancyOrb is going to return with Twitch drops. Alright? So this is happening at some point in July, clearly. I do believe it says it at the very end, so let's just quickly skip to the bit. Come on. And what do we see? 6 new Twitch drops. I'm aware of a couple, and they do look nice, and I know you'll appreciate them. I'm just not sure, is it only going to be 6 in total, or will Face Punch probably sprinkle in a few more? I don't know, but there is going to be another Twitch event, basically. So keep your eyes open, and I hope you enjoy it. So, yeah, How are you going to see all those skins? Well, we've got to keep an eye on the likes of the workshop and whatnot, don't we? Or maybe, just maybe, you turn up to my streams on Monday and I'll showcase all the skins to you. Remember, we go to micro522.com, we look at the WSkin links of skins we might like to see. So as you can see here, all I've got to do is hover over the titles. I get a quick glimpse of what the skins look like. And if I really want to share it, I'll just go over to here to clipboard, copy that, and you just pop into my chat and say, hey Hedge, can you quickly show off this skin? And you paste it in. It's as simple as that. And I'll bring it in, I'll show it off. So yeah, that's every Monday. Feel free to hop in and, you know, ask questions if you want and whatnot. So yeah, that's basically everything. Lots of potentially nice things maybe on the horizon, hopefully. What are you going to do? Right, let's just hope Face Punch picks some interesting things from here and now. I would like to see more core pieces. But that's a wrap. So thank you very much for watching me today. I greatly appreciate it. Hope you all enjoyed yourselves. I've got one more extra thing I just wanted to discuss real quickly. I did like a self-review. Yep. So ever since the likes of Christmas 2023, all the way up to now, sort of, I went and reviewed all of the Rust doors that I looked at. So I looked at my predictions, I went through how I was thinking back then, what were the results, was I right, was I wrong? It was a review of myself. So you could go through all the Rust doors and also use the links that I provide. So for February 1st, I clicked the rustsemm.app link right there, and lo and behold, it will send me to that specific Rust door, and you could go watch me as I sit there and say, oh yeah, things turned out just as expected, or oh no, things went terribly awkward. More specifically for that context right there, remember when we thought this was going to probably be the only sheet metal double door for this year? Ha 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 ha. Well, consider watching the video and you can laugh at all the stupid things that happen. So it's up to you. Thank you very much regardless for watching. Best of luck to all of you. Have a lovely weekend. Catch you later. See you. Goodbye.